Hi guys, I'm Nirvana. This is Jesse.
Hey guys.
We're the owners of the Patriot games. If you know us, great. If you don't, welcome. We have a lot of new names that we saw on that roster, which is super exciting. Welcome, all the newbies. Welcome back, the returning veterans. We're really excited that our community is growing, our family is growing, and we want to make sure everybody feels up to speed on what they should expect on Saturday. So we want to make sure in this video that we touch upon safety for sure, because Homestead is a big range. This is a massive event. And there's also another match happening that same day too. So I want to make sure that we cover all the bases on this, and you can play this video as many times as possible to get it through what you should be doing and what your expectations are as a competitor out there, and so that no one feels lost, right? So first things first, we're going to get into safety. This type of sport is only fun if everybody is safe. It is a high-risk sport between the stress shooting, the fact that there's a pistol and a rifle, multiple weapon systems, so many things to think about. Sometimes you have to count. God forbid you have to count. But it's totally understandable. We were both competitors at one time and we totally get it, right? So that being said, safety has to come first and foremost, and it has to be like second nature to us. So first thing, we do not run with a hot weapon. What on earth do I mean by that? That firearm, whether it be your pistol or your rifle, will not be loaded, charged, chambered until you're at the firing line. So after you complete your reps, you walk up to the firing line. At that point, you will then draw your holster, load and make ready. Draw your pistol from your holster, load and make ready. Or present your rifle, load and make ready. What we see sometimes, or what we have seen in the past, is, we catch people starting to go for their gun before they're at the firing line. Don't even touch the gun yet. Don't even touch it yet. Just get to the firing line, and then we can go ahead and draw and do what we have to do. We never want to have a magazine in the gun as we're running, possibly any rounds in the gun as we're running. Every shooting sequence and every shooting iteration is designed and programmed where you should go to slide lock or bolt lock after every iteration, right? For example, we'll tell you the loadout for a stage is going to be 3 pistol mags with 5 rounds. That's all that should be in there. Nothing more, nothing less. And you should go to slide lock after you complete each sequence. Your judge will then visually inspect the chamber. At that point, you'll send your slide forward or your bolt forward, sling your rifle or holster your pistol before moving on. Now that we're here, we're at the firing line. We shot our sequence. Our judge says, you're good to go. What do we do with that pistol? We're going to holster it, and then we're going to turn around. Because what happens if you don't? You break our 180 rule, right? So 180 degrees is a straight line. Jesse's going to draw it just in case no one's ever seen a straight line before. There it is, 180 degrees. You as the shooter, you're here. Oh, I'm going to go, and now I'm holstering. You just broke the 180 line. There's someone to the left of you, someone to the right of you, a berm, whatever it is. Point is, you're breaking the rule. Can't do that. So here I am. Pretend you're my downrange. Pretend you're my target looking at me, right? Boom, boom, boom. I shoot. I'm done. Judge checks it. Send my slide forward. Holster it. At that point, I am now free to turn around and run without making anybody uncomfortable or making a potentially dangerous situation. Okay? So 180, we don't break it. What else? Am I missing something there?
Slide lock, bolt lock, round count. No, I think that's good. As far as in the field, I want to talk to them about transporting their weapons to and from the base.
Yes, but before that, we at Homestead, they have like an awesome situation where we're right next to an Air Force base. So as cool as that is, it comes with some very strict rules. Your gun, at no point, rifle especially, because this happens sometimes with, it may not face towards the sky. So when you're slinging your rifle, muzzle down. When you're running with it, muzzle down. At no point can that muzzle be up. Okay, so just something to be conscious of. I know that's not how everyone practices slinging their rifle. They just kind of send it back sometimes. Not that day. Got to learn a new way. Start practicing it now. Furthermore, drones. If you have like a friend with a drone, don't bring it. Might get shot down. So now transporting your weapons. Let me phrase this part first. Absolutely no handling of firearms in the athlete village or in your vehicles. Absolutely none. You shouldn't be finicking with anything, nothing like that, because beyond you is a bunch of other people, right? Homestead doesn't like it. We don't like it. It's the athlete area is not set up where it's a totally sterile area and there's no potential to flag anybody. So please do not handle firearms there. This is like our blanket warning now. Unfortunately, we do have to be very strict about these rules because, like I said, this isn't fun unless it's safe. And there's so many of us that we can't allow any leniency on it, right? So it can result in a disqualification. So please keep that in mind and be very conscientious of your behavior with your firearms. So when you're going to be transporting your weapon systems over to the bays, rifles have to have either a chamber flag or be in a bag. No magazine should ever be in any weapon system when you're heading over to a range. It should all be in your little holsters or in your pockets, wherever you want to keep them. But if you don't have a chamber flag, feel free to see us at the Patriot Games trailer. We have a few there. I can definitely get you one.
Pistols are good. Pistols, you could keep your pistols in your on your holster on your belt. That's fine as long as there's no magazine inserted and it's holstered. That's fine. Chamber flag in the rifle, pistol holstered, and no magazines inserted.
Cool. And again, remember, everybody is a range officer, so be sure to keep that in mind. If you see anything that is making you uncomfortable, unsafe, anything like that, don't feel like, oh, you can't say anything about it. Absolutely, call that range cold. Hey, this is right there. You're violating. It happens. It may happen because we're tired, we're stressed, we're shooting, right? But it can't happen. So we need to be on each other and hold each other accountable. And if it happens to you or you have to get held accountable, be receptive, all right? Because this is all about being safe, all right? Cool. Anything else about safety?
You covered all the bases. Yeah, I think we did.
Cool. All right. Again, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back.